I'm cooking chicken on the king right now, but load shedding started to be. Anyway, here's my chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna cook a very delicious chicken on the king, but I need to improve my ingredients on how I cook my chicken. But I can cook a mean mince. I can cook mince. When I tell you I can cook mince. Yeah, I'm loving my varsity years, me blue. I'm loving my varsity years. I'm becoming a better chef. But okay, this video isn't about Master Chef anymore. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this space to often play DDR or dance gaming over here, just like I did back in the past. But yeah, university struggles. But I mean, it's good. I mean, it's a good setup, and I'm going to explain in detail what's going to happen and also information you need to know because I got a lot of talking to do. Yeah, I do need to talk to you guys about this dance pad. Um, back in January. So these are my only two precision dance pads. I just brought them up here so because you're gonna open them and you're gonna see what's inside of them. You can already imagine this one has been through hell. With the tapes all around it, the tapes give a signal that, especially that large one over there, there's a large crack. So I had to put duct tape on it or else a large crack is going to stab Arlic glass into my feet, and I don't want my feet to be stabbed with glass. So I had to tape it, and it did weird things to the sensitivity, but I actually really love this arrow for some goddamn reason. Until February 2021 came, and now this pad is no more. It still works, but I can't say it still works because if you know, because at this point you know me as an accuracy player. You wouldn't want continuous, unwanted, unsolicited, misfiring arrows coming into your arrows. So that one, I'm gonna open it and you're gonna see the mistakes I've done. And we're gonna compare this pad to this pad because both of them have the same problem. Similar problems. Actually, it's not the same. They're both similar problems. The left and the down arrow are not working due to the crack I've done back in 2018 or 2019. The right and the down arrow are not working due to there's no mistake. I literally look at the difference. They've been taken care of so much. This one has gone through hell. This one, you've just been babied, but you just decided to die on me. So okay, let's open up these two. Because the sensitivity was better. Okay. Jesus, this pad is fucked. Can you see me take off this? This pad is really messed up. It's just jacked. No, but the thing is, for this side, I remember I made a video about it. I decided to put like the copper wire on this position because that's where it did not trigger, and then I put it the ball stick on it. I'll tag the video for you guys to watch it for yourselves. I remember doing this. And the pad, and with this method that I've done, that I put the Velcro on there, it still works. The only issue is that you have terrible misfirings. And this pad needs to go for re-cleanup. It's really dirty. And yo, this is how messed up this pad is. And this was a mistake that I've done, that I've accidentally opened it up. But it got worse over time. Yeah, my days are over with this dance pad. When February 2021 came. can see, everything is normal. So now that I've showed you and explained on how my current precision dance pads they're just perfectly fine, but now why is now when you hit the down arrow or the right arrow, individually, why do they now respond on the receptor as a jump? And now you're like, how did I combat that problem? This dude right over here helps a lot. So you can see the Velcro of the pads are intact. So meaning they're like completely stuck. They're not broken. So they're like completely stuck onto the pads, the Velcro, and they're unbreakable. That's how your precision dance pad is supposed to be. One theory or one hypothesis I tried to figure out from my previous precision dance pads is that if there is a copper wire sticking out, which is supposed to be inside the Velcro, then you're supposed to close it off with its Velcro. But with my previous precision dance pads, I had to use this guy because the Velcro broke, and then I had to put a new one. I prefer this one because it works better, and also nowadays I put it on the refrigerator so it doesn't become sticky. It just becomes like just the right parts, just correct. I don't know how to explain it. I'll put it on video. Then I'll place it on my previous dance pad, and then it will work spontaneous. So now with my current dance pad, since the Velcro's not broken, it's all proper, it's fixed like your original precision dance pads when you get it in the first place. Now I'm like, there are copper wires sticking out, but that's how there are copper wires sticking out, but that's how the pad originally came out in the first place. It was like that since April 2017. It was intact with a little bit of copper that was out, and it was working normal until 2023 came. Now I'm like, I want to try a test. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the dice. As you can see, I'm cutting the dice. And can you see? Goodness. And this is a dice. So I take that. Take this. I'm sneezing a lot. Yo. I don't know what's going on. See? Now, how I deal with the solution right over here, just keeping quiet because my siblings are close. You see, it's all intact. There's nothing wrong. It's all fixed. This is how my precision dance pad came in the first place, my current one. But you can see there's like little copper wires sticking out. It's very weird because there's nothing wrong with my left arrow. It works like a goddess with my down arrow. So the left arrow and the down arrow, they're perfectly fine. But this one has an issue. My right arrow now. My right arrow has its copper wires sticking out. But there's no problem with the left arrow with its copper wires sticking out. It acts like a normal, decent pad. But this one's copper wires sticking out. So what I've done an experiment. This is the experiment. I take this press stick. It's from the fridge. It's not too sticky. It's cold enough. I put it down here. I put it down here to cover the copper wire. Then I close off my pad. The effect, the effect is, the press stick is here. I can feel it here. Then whenever I would put it down there, and then I would use my heels to tap it hardly, not too hard. I can't do it hard because my siblings are class. So I'll do this. Then after I do that, both of my right arrow and my down arrow, they'll be fixed. So I can step them individually, and then the receptor will respond to them as individual arrows. If that bow stick component is not at that wire, then if I press on either of them isolated, then it's going to respond as a jump. So that solution fixed the entire pad, and then my original pad is a normal pad. Like it becomes so normal, it becomes perfect and beautiful. The only issue is that you'll have a few misfirings. The reason why is that the duration of the components, the bow stick, this method, this solution only lasts for like 2 to 3 hours. So if you're gonna have a long session, like 6 hours or so, or I don't know, really depends on it, because sometimes it can be stubborn. It can sometimes be less than 2 hours or 1 hour, like 30 minutes. Like sometimes I would have 30 minutes and then all of a sudden the solution is not working anymore. The reason why it's not working anymore, because now the ball stick is sticky. It becomes so sticky, and when it's sticky, it becomes problematic. It becomes so problematic to the pad. So what you do each session, especially if it's a long session, so you do that method and then it will fix the problem of them not responding as a jump. Now they're treated as individual. So if you're gonna have to do it again, you have to do the same process again. You have to go to your ball stick, take a scissor and cut just a bit of it, take a new one and replace the new one on the pad. And that's what I had to do for my current dance pad. The problem came on the 13th of January 2023. That's when the problem came. So starting from 13 January 2023, I had to do that solution in order to fix my current dance pad. But it's irritable because you have to keep on replacing that component because the duration is a short period of time.